Bon Mardi Gras, boo-boo. Y'all out there sinning while you can. It's Fat Tuesday, in case you are unaware. So I guess this is the last big hurrah before Lent starts. And I thought that we would do a Mardi Gras reading for the next 40 days. It just kind of came to me right before I was like, what am I going to do the video about today? And I just thought, Mardi Gras is happening. Lent is happening over the next 40 days. And I'm sure that there's something in your life that you want to see evolve or changed or healed or reconciled. And so I think that we should pick out an issue, something that's close to our heart that we either want to see blossom or see corrected, and carry that through the next 40 days of Lent. And it would be great for you to fast in some way, like give something up for those 40 days, maybe something that is a comfort for you, something that you will tend to reach for enough, or a behavior that you do enough to where you'll notice, and every time that you have to stop yourself, you remind yourself that you're making a sacrifice, because you have love in your heart for the thing that you want to call in, or that you want to correct and you want to see changed in your life. So let's kind of get that little nugget in our heart. And if you don't know what it is, maybe decide tomorrow. Tomorrow's the new moon, so it would be a great day. I know I'm planning on doing a big new moon reading for tomorrow, but I also like to do my own rituals on the new moon and write about what I want to, what are my goals for the month, what do I want to manifest, and actions I'm going to take to do that. And I like to have a whole ritual around it, and I usually cap it off with a nice salt bath. So I was going to cook tonight and batch cook for the week, so I could be ready to knock out some errands in the morning and ritual tomorrow and do our big new moon reading. So that'll be fun. But today I thought that we would take that little issue, whatever we want to kind of meditate on and pray about for the next 40 days through Lent, and I'm going to do a reading with who better than Jesus, the Loving Words from Jesus Oracle. We'll get, these cards are all a verse that Jesus said, the red words of the Bible. It's things that he would say. So each card has a verse that was something that Jesus said specifically. Mother Mary, Jesus' mom. She's a big deal in that Catholic Church. Gotta get our motherly advice from Mother Mary. I love having Mother Mary around as another person on my team, on my spiritual team, and my spiritual family. It's so nice to have that feminine support, the wiser feminine support. And I also really love having Mary Magdalene. Well, I guess this is not a picture of Mary Magdalene. This is the painting of Mary Magdalene. I love it when my phone falls off. So I have how I set this up, if I don't, if it's too late at night or I've had a really busy day and I don't necessarily have time to do the whole setup over there, I just stack my journals on the back of my couch and wedge my phone into it's very precarious. So I like having Mary, a Mother Mary, as a wise feminine support energy, and I love having Mary Magdalene as the, it's the maiden, the mother, and the crone, and so it's the, Mother Mary is more of the crone mother, feminine energy, and Mary Magdalene is kind of the maiden mother, and I just like having her around as a sister energy that can help me through dating and trying to learn to grow up as a woman, and be independent and transcend in the divine feminine. So Mary Magdalene is the divine feminine and Jesus is the divine masculine, and so in that way they are twin flames, and they were companions and best friends, at the very least, if not more. I don't know. I mean, I know they loved one another very deeply, And I don't know deeply about the context of that, but when you read the Gospel of Mary, it certainly suggests that they were more than just like friends. They were very significantly paired, and Jesus would confide to Mary about revelations and stuff that the other guys really just didn't understand. Like they were could really see eye to eye. So I've been liking to work with Jesus and Mary as a couple to help me align with the energy of whoever matches this white hot weirdo over here. I don't know, there's somebody. It's probably going to be someone maybe a little bit more straight-laced, who knows. Or maybe just as weird as me. You never know. Or maybe I'll be like Dennis Rodman and marry myself. So let's pull a card from the twin flames of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and Jesus' mom, and the best mother-in-law anybody could ever get, Jesus' mom, Mary of Nazareth. Let's start with Jesus. What does Jesus have to tell us on this wild Mardi Gras that will give us direction and insight and comfort and strength and patience as we find a way to make a sacrifice that will help us evolve and open our consciousness in a way that will align us authentically with what we want to call in, so that we can be prepared when it gets here and that we can sustain it. We want to build the vessel to receive the light, and we want to have a strong vessel so that it can hold the light. What message? Ooh. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. And I love that, because it's like saying, don't worry, the universe has your back, and God has orchestrated it so that that is the case. And, you know, it's the will of the divine. If we could think of it as pure energy expressing through us, then why wouldn't that divine want to have the best experience of this version of its experience of physical existence? You know, without the physical realm, angels can't do their work. God cannot see the light of his inspiration manifested before him. And so I think that a lot of us grew up conditioned to feel like God's like really stern, a big drag, doesn't want us to do anything or like enjoy anything, and like anything that like is gonna make us happy like is automatically bad, because we have to like sacrifice, you know, every happiness in order to be a good person, because we deserve to go to the pits of hell. You know, I mean, that's like the narrative we were given, but I just never really felt right to me. And it just does feel like that heavy feeling around a lot of organized denominations who follow Jesus. And I just don't think that's the case. And I think that, you know, Jesus was here to give us a lot of consciousness and insight that would lead us to have more inner peace, more joy, more cooperative. And I think that people are starting to get it, because, you know, look at the way people are getting behind Ukraine. Like, nobody wants these imperial wars anymore. You know, we're craving harmony and balance and cooperation and just like being able to nurture one another. And it's time that we start moving in that direction as a human race. And I think that that's what Jesus was trying to get at, even, you know, at that point. But like, it's taken people even 2,000 years to even have like a group think that would even support like not trying to kill everyone all the time and, you know, slaughter people by throwing rocks at them. I mean, like, we're not that far advanced from then, you know? So I think things are changing, and I think that the way that we start perceiving the intentions behind the messages of Jesus, we're going to be more awakened to like what was really being said, what was really the point, you know, what's really the important things to take away. And so, yeah, it's, I think, and specifically because we just set the intention, hey, what can we what are some words of advice to carry us through Mardi Gras, because we have this desire in our heart. And I think it's saying, like, don't worry, like, that is intended for you. If you weren't supposed to have that, or something very close to it or better, it wouldn't be in your heart. You know, we do get hung up on the exact form of things, the way that we want them to show up, but sometimes we just have to let that outer form go and think about the essence of it, and receive the essence of it. And so I think it's saying, like, don't you worry, like, you're gonna get your heart's desire, and it's meant for you, and it's on the way. And the more that you can open yourself up and be willing to receive, and just do that inner work on yourself and try to show up the best you can in your life, then you're going to intersect with it. And just keep that hope and that desire and that excitement alive, like a little flock, like a little child. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. You know, it's like he's like wanting to spoil his little babies, right? So that's where we're going to hold on to. Very celebratory, very happy, very expectant, in that excited, I'm waiting to go to Disney World kind of way. All right, now up next, let's go Mary Magdalene, divine feminine counterpart, past lives. Let's see. I'm going to read the book for this because this is a really specific oracle, and it's not really common themes that are always run through decks. Past lives. And then this one is also, like, a lot of the messages aren't what you'd expect them to be if you just read the keywords. An emotional issue which has plagued you for some time is now being resolved and cleared through your dreams. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you've been watching videos recently, we have been getting messages that our dream work is being very important right now, that we're getting some things really resolved in that world and worked out. And it could be that we're working it out with other people in that dream state, and it's going to resolve something in our waking state. So an emotional issue which has plagued you for some time is now being resolved and cleared through your dreams. You may wish to try to remember your dreams and pay closer attention to them. In your dream state, you will subconsciously revisit several of your past lives, reconciling past issues which are causing problems for you in this lifetime. And I think this is a big thing that you can do during Pisces season right now, because we are so in contact with that astral realm. I think that we can definitely go back in time, and like all of the time, the barriers of like physical space-time reality are very malleable in the astral realm. To help facilitate this process, set aside a few minutes for prayer and meditation before you go to sleep each night. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light and ask your angels to guide and heal you while you sleep. Ask that you awaken to each new day with joy and love in your heart, and give thanks for the gentle healing that is taking place. As if in a dream, you shall drift beyond the horizon, through the ancient mists of time, then awaken within the womb to a new day, full of beautiful things, and you shall not remember what came before, but for a stirring in your heart. I love that. We literally were like, what, give us some hope about, if we can expect our desire to come. How do we get ourselves in alignment with it, And it's like, yeah, don't worry. Like, God wants you to have this. There's also really important things going on in your dreams right now that are helping you to do this, and you're resolving past life issues. So maybe set an intention tonight, and especially tomorrow night. Oh, my oven timer's going off. That you want to resolve this past life issue that relates to the thing that you're calling in and working on through Lent. And journal about it in the morning as soon as you can. Put the journal in your bed, by your nightstand, whatever you can do to get to it fast enough. Because I know that for me, when I wake up and start moving, my dream, it just drifts away so fast. I don't often get to remember them all very vividly. But usually if you can write down a few notes in the beginning, like when you first wake up, you can get enough of those key elements to look it up, or to get a feel for it. And then okay, maybe that is that. Didn't seem to want to go back in. Jesus. I pray for Jesus's help and guidance in the situation. We just did that. So yeah, okay, make a regular daily habit of prayer. When you're thinking to yourself, when you're talking to yourself, try 3 times a day. Try to do like a morning routine, like while you're getting up and making your coffee. Maybe start your day with some prayer and voice your interests and concerns that you're taking through Lent in your prayer. Work with Jesus. He's here to work with you. He's like, yo, holler at me. Holla if you nasty. Look at him as like hands on the child. I always think of like some like sketch where he's just like mushing the child's face. So yeah, work with Jesus. Pray daily to Jesus. Mother Mary says so. And Mother Mary is also an intermediary to Jesus. And then our other card is mercy. I am kind and thoughtful to myself and others. Mercy. So I think mercy is good because whatever the issue is, whatever you're calling in and whatever you want to resolve, mercy, looking upon the other party with mercy and looking upon yourself with mercy. Try to look at the whole situation with mercy. But, put kindness out there and warmth. This is such a harsh world. Like, sometimes it feels so good to just be around someone who's kind and warm. And if you are, trying to, make a situation better, I think kindness and warmth and sincerity go a really, really long way. I mean, they always do for me. I usually don't have problems with anybody because I'm generally pretty sincere and I try to be kind. I'm not necessarily nice, but I'm kind. So for the most part, it works out. It works out well. All right, guys, happy Mardi Gras. I don't want my dinner to burn and I need to edit this real quick and get it up for you. All right, bonsoir, mon chers. Be good, but not too good.